I'm a big fan of having wipes at camp. I have some face wipes. I have super oily skin, so it's always nice to get a fresh wipe across my face if it's particularly oily. And I've got baby wipes. You don't shower when you always want to at camp, so sometimes the baby wipe shower is in order. Campers also can get in on that too, so I bring some wipes with me. Extra Kleenex, and these. I got these for Christmas this year. They're little heat packs. They're the click-clack ones. They're hard right now. They're used, so I can bring them on the plane without having to put them in my 311 bag. And what they do is, when they're liquid, there's this little tiny silver thing inside. You click it, and they heat up. And when they heat up, they get hard. And so these are nice to have. Throw them at the bottom of your sleeping bag. If it's cold at night, put them in your pocket, in your shoes. They're just really nice to have around. And that's all going into this bag. I got 3 of these at the dollar store for $1. And so I'm going to put the wipes in flat and lay everything else flat on top. And there you have it. All in there. We're going to zip that up. When you can pack things flat, I suggest it. Next thing. This is like my little food kit. I like keeping snacks around just because I'm an eater. Sesame snap, they're little like cookie candy things almost. It's like sugar and sesame seeds, and they're really tasty. And you get 4 of them in there for 30 cents. And cup of soup. Always nice when it's cold out. Those are going in. This is actually a sandwich bag, a reusable sandwich bag, but I'm using it for this time around because it's the perfect size. And that's all going to pack flat as well. And now I know my snacks are in here. I put a pair of flip-flops in this flip-flop bag I got off eBay. I think I got it for $1.50. Free shipping. These will squish down too, so they'll be skinnier. I bring meds with me. I'll stuff these in wherever I can. I just got some naproxen and some G100. And so now we're going to move on to my wet toiletries kit. This is going to go in a super accessible flap on in my bag. So first I have in this little 3-ounce bottle is sunscreen. It's going to go in first. And then I always bring some Tiger Balm with me. This stuff's fantastic for any kind of muscle stuff that you have going on. Face lotion. 2 kinds. Well, they're the same kind. 2 separate containers. 1 for main camp, 1 for at the cabin. It's going to go in. Shampoo. Once in a while. I'll use actual shampoo as opposed to the bar. If I use the bar all the time, my hair tends to get really greasy. So I've got 2 of those that should last me a month and a half, no problem. 2 things of toothpaste. It's going in here. And this is plenty. Like, I'm probably going to have lots left over. I just had extra room in this 311 bag, so I want to fill it. This will be full of laundry soap. I tend to mark it off per load. I usually bring about 4 loads worth of laundry soap with me just in case. We have laundry soap at the camp for use for staff members, but when you are not at camp, you may need to stop at a laundromat. And I'd rather bring my soap. I know I'm not going to react to it, and then I don't have to worry about paying for soap there. And now this is one of my favorite little things that I came up with this year. This is hair gel, and it's in an eyeglass, like a contacts container that's never been used for contacts before. You can use this with any kind of little gel that you don't think you're going to use a lot of, but want to have with you just in case. And so I've got 2 of these. There's hair gel in both. And they originally come in a container like this. And all that I've done is snap this in half. my hands. So snap this in half, cut around the edges with just a nail clipper, and you end up with a nice little round pot. Look close to the edges. They're a little bit rough, but they're not sharp. Yeah, and it's a nice little pot for whatever little things you have to store. So that's all in my toiletries, my 3-in-1 bag. It's a quart size. It's got everything I could possibly need in it. That's going to be set aside. And then we're going to move to the last thing I'm going to pack in, well, the second last thing I'm going to pack in the main compartment. I've also got these laundry bags. I like to use the mesh ones. It'll fit a load of laundry. And the nice thing about these is you fill it with dirty laundry, put all the dirty laundry in the washer, take this, throw this in the washing machine as well, put everything in the dryer, pull this out of the dryer. You can put your clean laundry in here now because this is clean. I like to have one for myself and one for my campers, especially if you're with the younger folks and sometimes even the older folks. You may have a bedwetter, somebody who runs out of underwear, and you really don't want your campers running around the same pair of underwear or have a wet pajamas all week. So I tend to just put this up and be like, if you really, really need something washed, toss it in here, I'll bring it away, and the magical laundry fairy will bring it back nice and clean for you. So that's a good way also to deal with bedwetting in a way that the rest of the cabin may not notice, so you don't have any teasing that happens around that. It's worked really well for me in the past where, you know, they can just toss something in there nondescriptly and nobody really has to know if they wet it. Maybe they ran out of PJ bottoms to wear, maybe they got dirty some other way. Nobody really questions it. So that's a little trick I've picked up. So I've got 2 of those. And then the one thing everybody's surprised that I bring in my carry-on, or that I bring to camp every year, is a tent. And now this is my tent. It's fairly small. It's about, I want to say 14 inches long by about 6, 7 inches wide. This is not the bag it came in. It came in a different bag. It looked a lot bigger on the shelf than it actually was. It's actually a children's tent. If you remember me from last year when I had it training, I had a very small backpacking tent. It was like 6 by 2.5 by maybe 2 feet tall. It was very tiny. It actually packed bigger than this. This is the bag it came in, but it packed almost twice this size. So I found this one at Walmart this year on sale. It's a children's tent. It's 6 by 5 by 3 feet tall. Significantly bigger than mine last year. Packed smaller. All I did was I went in, I put 2 coats of waterproof spray on it, and I sealed all of the seams with a tent seam sealer. So I packed the poles separately because they're a bit longer than the actual tent itself. So yeah, it'll be easier to pack this way. So let's go through and pack this bag, and then I will talk about my carry-on stuff after.